Any Chelsea fan can agree with me that last season out there are departments that were not as good as others. If I'm to be specific, our goalkeeper, our strikers, and our wingers were not as good as, say, our midfielders or our defense. And if we are to do better than last season, we have to, these departments have got to step up. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the new video. Today I'm going to be talking about the areas that need to perform better if we are set to go and challenge or even win the Premier League. And let me start with our goalkeeping. Last season, honestly speaking, Robert Sanchez was not as good on certain occasions. There are games where he saved us, but the fact that he was the goalkeeper or the player who made the most mistakes that led straight to goals says a lot. 5 goals considered directly from errors made by Robert Sanchez is really something huge. And from what we saw at the Club World Cup, him making saves after saves, and really that distribution, maybe the way he is used by the manager when the game is there is a lot of pressing like against a team like Arsenal. Allow him to play the long balls, and maybe that can save us something. And then our defense was really good. We had multiple injuries at times. James getting injured, Wesley Fofana, but I think the defense did fairly well. Actually, I think we were the third best defense in the league. And our midfielders, our midfield was fairly good. It was good. Caicedo was one of the best defensive midfielders in the league. Enzo Fernandez was good, and Cole Palmer too was good. But when it came to our wingers, they really didn't produce as much. At times where the striker or the 10 couldn't score, these guys did not really contribute enough. I'm talking about Jadon Sancho on the left, and then Pedro Neto and Noni Madueke. They didn't score enough. At the moment, Sancho and Madueke are already out. Pedro Neto has stepped his game up. You saw him scoring. Were they 3 goals at the Club World Cup? But also, his work rate is really high, and I think that's what the manager like about him. New wingers have arrived in Estevao and Jamie Gittens. We are still linked with the Xavi Simons and the Garnacho. So maybe they will contribute better if we are really going to compete for the Premier League. We need someone who can contribute at least 10 goals or 10 assists from the wings. You see what the Sakas do, the Mohamed Salahs do, the Kuluzeskis do at Spurs. So we need that winger who can reach double figures in terms of contributions. And then up front, Nicholas Jackson wasn't really on point. Of course, got injured at certain points, but there are games where he could have killed the game off, and he missed a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, say against Manchester City. We were 1-0 up early in the game, and then he gets a clear pass from Cole Palmer, and he can't really get past Ederson. So the result, City equalized. They even found 2 more goals to beat us 4-1. And then in that area, Jackson is set to leave. We have Joao Pedro and Liam Delap in his place. They are already competing seriously. Joao Pedro has already scored 5 goals in his first 5 appearances. and Liam Delap too has scored 3 goals and an assist so far. So that is healthy, and I think we will be better in that regard. Of course, I mentioned the defense as one of the areas that did really well last season, and they did. For now, of course, we have some worries with the injuries, with the Annie SL to Levi Colwill that could keep him out for nearly a season. Hopefully, the ownership recruits accordingly in that role, or they can allow the likes of Josh Archempong to get more minutes. Whatever, it can work. The numbers are there. It depends on how they are going to utilize the players. Also, Mark Cucurella was overused last season, so maybe he will rest more. And then this James and Gusto on the right. Yeah, there should be a balance between keeping the fitness of James and also, yeah, that is it for today. Thank you for watching.